Hello everyone. Welcome to chapter 12 of Sai in My Thoughts. Sai is busy in pulling water from the well and filling a pot. He is walking slowly with pot in hands towards some plants. He is watering the plants. All the plants are looking very healthy. It looks like a forest, a thick wooded area in which the auspicious river Lendi flows to some extent and disappears or becomes Antarvahini afterwards. That is why people call it Lendi Bog. Sai planted many flowering plants like Parijat, Champa, and other trees like mango, neem, etc. Because of that, it is looking beautiful with all types of plants and colorful flowers. He visits the Lendibog daily and waters the plants, and most of the time he sits under a neem tree in the garden. Sai named the well from which he pulls the water as Budki. The flowers are moving their heads along with the air. It looks as if each flower wants to touch the face of Sai. Sai is touching every plant affectionately and is talking to them. You are selfless, giving fruits, flowers, and good air and shade. You are striving to grow to do good to people. Instead of learning from you, people are selfish and harming you. But don't worry, they will suffer and they will learn from their mistakes. Your valuable services will be recognized. In between a neem and pepal tree, Sai lit a lamp which has been burning eternally. It is called Nandadeep. Sai finished his work and reached Dwarkamai. He sat on his seat as usual. People called it as Sai's Darbar. Everyone, rich and poor, is treated as same here. Everyone can enter into the Darbar and serve their beloved god Sai as per their will. Sai showers his blessings equally on every devotee. Some devotees are sitting nearby and are discussing about the miracles done by Sai. You know how Sai saved my son from plague? He took the pain of my son, and my son was saved. One lady is explaining to others with tears rolling down her face. Meanwhile, a lady with a child in her lap entered and suddenly put her head on Sai's feet and said, "How can I repay my debts? I know that none other than you saved my child from flames." People are excited to hear what happened and how Sai saved her child. When one of the devotees asked about that, she explained, "One day, when I was doing my household works with my child in lap, my husband called me suddenly. I got up in rush that I forgot my child is in my lap. My child slipped into the flames in front of me. I don't know what happened. I screamed loudly at seeing my child falling in flames. But to my surprise, it did not happen. It seems someone put a hand and held my child from falling in the furnace. I held my child, who is almost hanging in the air, and got back. We daily worship Sai at our home. So, we strongly believed it is Sai who saved my child. Who else can do that?" She turns towards Sai and put her child at the feet of Sai and said, "You always think about your children, so we are calling you our Baba. You are our father, mother, God, and everything to us." Shama, who sat beside Sai, asked the devotees, to calm down and said, "People don't know how my Deva takes pain to save his devotees." This is one more example. Look here. He held Sai's right hand and moved the kafani's sleeve up. There is a bandage on Sai's forehand. While people are shocked and murmured about that, Shyama said, "On that day, Deva sat in front of the dhuni and, on one spur of a moment, he put his hand in it. When we dragged it out and asked why he did so, Deva said, 'I am not worried that my hand is burnt. I am feeling happy that I saved a child who is sleeping in furnace.'" When Sai pats the back of Shyama and smiles, Shyama with folded hands said, "Deva, you are very kind. You know the sorrow of every mother. Sitting here, you notice everything in the universe. When your people are suffering with their karmas, you stand in between and save them from its bad effect. There may be many gods, but we don't know whether they give boons or not. But we know only one God, Sai Baba, who always saves their people." Shyama touched the feet of Sai with great love. People are excited and chant loudly, "Sai Baba ki Jai." Sai waved his hand. There is total silence and all the eyes are concentrated on Sai. When everyone were eagerly waiting, Sai said, "Everything depends on your karmas, so live according to it." After a couple of minutes of silence, an old man asked, "Baba, we are illiterate. All the time we think about our family and our welfare. Though we know we are in Ajnan, we are unable to come out of the darkness. Please guide us." When everyone requested in the same way, Sai slowly nodded his head and said, "God created creatures to do their karmas. You cannot escape from that. But every minute you have to keep in your mind that God is watching your every act. Note that whatever you are doing is already planned by God. You are only actors in the play of God. The results are predetermined by your previous karmas. If you helped anyone, don't boast about it. You are only repaying your previous debts. Be honest in doing the acts and leave the result to God. He is always ready to shoulder your worries. Leave it to Him and do your duty. When you are doing an evil, keep in mind that you are doing evil towards God, because God is everywhere and in every creature. Surrender to Him. Take His help in times of difficulties. Share your happiness with Him in times of joy. Act as a catalyst every time. Don't take sorrow or happiness inside. Give it to God. Whoever understands this and do their karmas, they never feel sad. And God also never leave those two. Everyone is listening with utmost devotion. There is no boundary to their devotion. They are enjoying every minute that they are spending with Sai. All in one voice chanted, "Sai Baba ki Jai." He who saves us from the flames of suffering, He who bears our burden like Baba, He who reminds us the need of doing Sat karmas, surrender to Him. Om Sai Ram. Every Thursday, I will post one chapter from my book, Sai in My Thoughts. Please watch. Thank you.